Sagittarius. This is Elijah Keating from Wisdom Seekers for May 2018, and we're going to see what the card energies hold for you for this next little while, starting from May. Hang on though, but first we're going to have a bit of sound. Really little bit of sound. So first of all here, we'll pick up a card from here. And can you see that card? See the one I'm looking at? Yep, that one. We're going to take this card. And see what it has to say. Oh, pretty. And this is an interesting card for Sagittarius. It says to embrace the masculine. And as you know, in everybody, in every person, there are two parts. There's the male energy and the female energy. And quite often the females will not embrace their strong masculine energy, and of course the men who are very strong masculine have no problem, but then there's some men who are not quite so strong, and they are also afraid of their own masculinity, but it is necessary to create a balanced human being. It doesn't make you less this or less that. It just makes you more balanced. So let's see what it says when it says to brace your masculinity. And that should be an interesting one. In fact, I don't think I've ever had that one before. Okay. So, and then the way I have it set up, you cannot see what I'm doing. I'm sorry about that. Just there. Okay, very interesting card. I'm going to pull one or two first before I start reading for it. This one is a good card, but it's well, let's just say it's interesting. So I pulled them all. What the hey? I don't usually do that, but I got on a roll. So this is the Lovers. That's the first card that we pulled, and this is about embracing your masculinity, the energy of embracing your masculinity. So the female energy and the male energy combined make a balance, but it is the woman's job, or the female energy, and it doesn't have to be the woman outside of yourself. It could be the female energy within you, is that which is designed to help you move up to heaven. And when I say move up to heaven, I mean to reach spirituality or begin the journey of spirituality. And it is always the woman who pulls the man or the male energy forward first. After the male is caught and pulled forward, then quite often the female energy has to do a lot of work to catch up, because men are, once they start, they're very good at what they do. But I like to call it bootstrapping. So the female pulls somebody up by their bootstraps, and then the male energy pulls up the female energy up by the bootstraps, and they keep doing that throughout their lives. And it doesn't matter what the gender is, to be honest. It's the female energy or the negative energy, and then there's the positive energy. And we've just called it male female, but it doesn't actually make a huge difference. So when you do that, when you bring the male female energy or the negative positive energy together, and you marry it together, It it brings forth a very positive, exciting event in one's life. And this is what it's suggesting, is that Sagittarius, you're doing this right now, is that you're marrying the two energies, the positive, negative, together. Because the next card is the Chariot, and the Chariot's usually about balance and pulling together, pulling not necessarily in the same direction, but pulling in equality. So that you go, what you're doing, you're going in the right direction. And that's highly recommended, actually. But it's also saying to stay steady. Don't vary off and go past this or go over here and check. Don't bounce around, basically, is what it's trying to say. And when you get this card, it's basically saying keep pulling in the same direction, because you're heading in, you're doing something right. You're going in the right direction. And the next card doesn't fit in, because it's a card of the Four of Pentacles, which is a card of being rigid and narrow-minded. So I'm suspecting what it's saying is to leave that behind you. Open up your mind and think outside of the box, as I say. Think outside of the box. And what else? See, when you become rigid, energy doesn't flow. So you want to make sure that the energy is flowing and moving. So what does that mean? It means that when the energy flows and moves, and you go beyond the rigidity, or beyond the fear of embracing that which is a part of you, then you have the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is a card of opening up to joy and happiness. But it's not opening up. It's the Ten of Cups. It's not the Ace of Cups. So it's a card that says this is what is yours. This is what you have the right to. And it's been there all along. You just have to be ready for it. Okay, so let's see what the end card is. Okay, so we have embrace the masculine. The last card is, and they look very similar, is hear the ancient ones. And it's because the ancient ones, it's yourself. You know you're eternal, and you know you have all the knowledge that you want or could entertain. All you have to do is be open to it, which means you have to calm the mind. So be open to hearing from the ancient ones, which is yourself. Learn how to trust yourself. Learn how to accept who you are as you are. And you can also listen to the elders in your life. Not all the elders, but I mean the wise elders. And some people are wiser than others. It depends how long they've had this physical body. Some of the older people, I said, we are eternal. But some of us have lived in the physical body a little more often. And because of that, we have learned tricks of the trade of being human. So you can listen to the elders. But generally speaking, your elder is yourself. So I will, at that point, say, these are really good cards. I'm very proud of you. You've done a wonderful job. And so, Namaste, Sagittarius, and Namaskar.